If you like to have the best shadow quality and if you like to have the best ray tracing effects, then you must play this game on a PlayStation 5 Pro, but then unfortunately not in up to 120 FPS. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Before we start, please do me as always a very big favor. Please like, share, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. And now let's take a closer look on Hogwarts Legacy on the base PlayStation 5 and on the PlayStation 5 Pro. And I mentioned it already in my intro that if you like to have the best experience in playing Hogwarts Legacy, then you should play this game on a PlayStation 5 Pro, because the PlayStation 5 Pro version received a new update, and we are not just using PSSR in all graphic modes. No, we have also in the Fidelity RT mode much better shadow quality and much better ray tracing effects compared to the base PlayStation 5. The only downside, as always with a Fidelity mode, is that we're talking about 30 FPS. Yes, we have an option that you can uncap the 30 FPS, but I will talk about this a little bit later when we're actually talking about performance. Let's say it like this: I do not recommend it, okay? So this is the only downside, because in terms of picture quality, in terms of image quality, in regards of everything, the Fidelity RT mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro is just stunning. But it doesn't stop here, because even the normal performance mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro offers a better image quality and more details than the base PlayStation 5 Fidelity mode. This is absolutely incredible, because now we're talking about 60 FPS versus 30 FPS, and here the choice is very obvious. And now let's talk about performance, let's talk about frames per second, and let's talk about the uncapped 30 FPS mode on the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro. But just forget about this, okay? Because even on the PlayStation 5 Pro, you will not reach 48 FPS all the time, which is the magic number what you need to actually use VRR, verbal refresh rate, on the PlayStation 5. And because we are not in the window of VRR, we will have a lot of stuttering all the time. And yes, I understand the 30 FPS mode is already a stuttery mess on OLED TVs, but now because we have no fixed frame rate, it is even worse. So moving on to the 40 FPS mode, where we have also an uncapped frame rate mode, but it's also not to recommend, and I will explain to you why. So first of all, let me make one thing very clear. Not even a single performance mode on the base PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro offers a perfect experience. All the performance mode, from Fidelity to high frame rate mode, having additional stuttering, even with VRR on. I noticed this in all different performance modes. You can't do anything about that. It's sometimes annoying, sometimes very minor, but again, that's a problem, because again, not a single performance mode in Hogwarts Legacy on the base PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro is perfect. But what about the uncapped 40 FPS balanced mode on the base PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro? And let me make one thing very clear. I do not recommend to use this mode, because we are facing the exact same issues as with the Fidelity uncapped 30 FPS mode. And when you have a very close look on the LG frame rate counter, then you can see that sometimes this number jumps to 119. This does not mean that we have now suddenly 119 FPS. That means we are outside the VRR window, and that means we have a lot of stuttering at this very moment. So the VRR window is 48 frames per second to 120 frames per second. That means as soon we are below 48 frames per second, VRR will disabled and you have a lot of stuttering. So that's why I can't recommend this mode, because most of the time we're talking about way below 48 frames per second. And now let's move on to the fixed 60 FPS performance mode, which is, in my opinion, a very good compromise between a good picture quality on the PlayStation 5 Pro and good performance, but not perfect performance, because even be using VRR in combination with the fixed 60 FPS mode, you will see some stuttering from time to time. So this is also an issue, and this is, in my opinion, or as far as I know, an issue since this game was released. So this was never fixed. So again, the 60 FPS mode, in my opinion, are very good compromise between picture quality and performance, but still not perfect. And then of course we have the uncapped 60 FPS performance mode on the base PlayStation 5 and base PlayStation 5 Pro, which is not changing, according to my knowledge, not changing any settings in the game. That means you have the exact same resolution, same shadow quality, same draw distance and stuff like that. The only thing what you get is actually additional FPS. And last but not least, we have the high frame rate mode, and this performance mode offers the worst picture quality on the base PlayStation 5 and also on the PlayStation 5 Pro. But of course, if you're lucky, with up to 120 FPS. But most of the time, we more likely talking about our average frame rate between, let's say, 70 to 90 FPS, which is already higher than the performance mode. But again, the performance mode, the uncapped 60 FPS performance mode, offers the much better image quality. Okay, my friends, so that's it for this video. I say thank you very much for watching me. Let me know in the comment section what performance mode, and by the way, this is the high frame rate mode, by the way. So we're getting, if we want to, we're getting very nice frames per second. But again, I mentioned already, the picture quality is slightly behind the performance mode. But it's absolutely up to you how you play the game. Not a single performance mode in this game is unfortunately perfect. You will have stuttering, additional stuttering, even with VRR enabled all the time. Sometimes very minor, sometimes very noticeable. This is unfortunately a problem, and I hope that at some point this will be resolved. On the other hand, I have to say, the new PlayStation 5 Pro update with PSSR support is just absolutely fantastic, because the picture, the image quality is clearly better compared to the base PlayStation 5. Thank you very much for watching me. I see you guys next time. Bye.